Hello beautiful friends and welcome. I'm Ash Freeman and today we're going to be moving through a full body stretch and strength routine fusing together both yoga and Pilates. So for today all you'll need is a nice safe and flat space for your mat and also a chair. So take a moment to grab a chair from around the house. We're going to be starting standing with some leg work and we'll eventually come down onto the mat and finish off with a really gentle nice stretch. I'm currently 28 weeks pregnant myself, so this flow has been designed with pregnant bodies in mind, in saying that you all know your bodies best. So please take breaks, modify however you need. Make sure you have your trusted healthcare provider's permission to be partaking in a workout today, and also just making sure that you're staying cool, that you're staying hydrated, and that you're just continually checking in with the body, that you're not becoming breathless or dizzy. Just take as many breaks and take as best care of yourself as you can here today. As always, I'm so grateful for your time. So when you're ready, let's get moving. Alrighty, my friends, we'll begin today by coming to stand at the top of our mat, and you're going to have your chair as well at the front of the mat with the back of the chair facing you. Just bringing your feet around about hip distance apart, the arms down by your sides, and just allow your shoulders to relax for a moment, maybe closing down the eyes. Just a moment to get grounded and centered in this space, ready to move. Let's take a releasing breath here. So deep breath in when you're ready through the nose, filling the belly, ribs, chest, and then opening the mouth and sighing the breath out, letting it go. And just taking one more easy breath in here, energizing and enlivening the body. Letting the breath go slow and smooth, grounding down through the heels. On your next inhale, take the arms out and up to the sky, palms touch, gaze to thumbs. As you exhale, hands back through heart center and release down by the sides. So just connecting movement to breath twice more. Inhale, arms rise, stretching through the fingertips, and exhale, arms down by the sides. Last time, just tuning into the body, tuning into the breath. Exhale, hands come back to heart. This time, interlace through the fingertips. Breath in, arms rise up and overhead, stretching through the palms. Breath out, soften the knees, round the spine, let the chin fall to the chest. And again, inhale, ground through heels, lifting tall. Exhale, rounding to release. So just some standing cat-cow. Once more, inhale, lifting nice and tall, stretch through the sides. Exhale, drawing the belly back. Release the hands, interlace the palms behind you. Start to stand as we open the chest, rolling the shoulders out, maybe lifting the gaze slightly. Taking one more deep breath in here. And then exhale, releasing the hands. Give the arms a little bit of a shake. Big shoulder roll. Start to walk the feet a little bit wider. So from here, take your arms out to the side, in towards the chest. And we'll just start to take some gentle rotation here. Nothing too crazy, just starting nice and small. Let's take one more to each side. And then coming down into a middle squat, start to turn the toes out, heels in, hands onto the thighs as we rock from side to side, opening the hips. One more to each side, pressing those knees out. Hands come to the top of the chair as we turn the heels out and find a supported forward fold here. Starting to lunge into each leg, keeping the feet grounded, nice and flat. Just opening into the inner thighs here. One more to each side and coming all the way up to standing. Turn the heels in and let's get ready for some leg work. So from here you can stay with the hands supported on the chair, otherwise bringing the hands up in front. We're going to plie down, arms out and up. We're going for 4 in total. And 3. Last one, 4. Come down and stay for 8 pulses. 7, 6, 5, 4, open the chest, 3, 2, 1, come up to stand. Turn towards your right leg, so right leg is forward. We're lunging down and lifting for 2. So hand can be supported again on the chair here. We're going for 4 in total. Staying down for 8. Pulses again. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the weight forward onto the right leg. Tap the left foot in and out on a diagonal for 2 and out. 3. We're going for 8 in total here. 4, 5. So you can go faster than me. You can go slower for me. You can take breaks if you need. Last one, hold it out. We're going to lift and lower for 2. Beautiful, nice and long through the back of the neck. 4. 4 more. 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Come up to stand, staying facing the same direction, bringing the feet back together. Right leg opens to the side. For 2, trying to keep those hips nice and square forward. And 4, flexing the foot. 4 more. Grow tall through the crown of the head. Last 2. Last 1. Beautiful, turn to face towards your chair again. Feet in a little V, heels together, toes out. Some calf raises here. So when you're ready, lifting up and lower. For 2 strong legs. Pulling up through the legs. And 4. We have 4 more. And 3, nearly there. 2. Last 1. Give your legs a little bit of a shake out, and we're going to repeat that all to the other side. So when you're ready, legs out nice and wide. Let's go. Coming down for 1 and lift. For 2. Pressing the knees out. And 4. We hold down and pulse for 8. 7, 6, 5, shoulders soft. 3, 2, 1. Come to stand, turning to face towards your left leg for our lunge. Lower the back knee down and lift. So this could just be nice and shallow. Just coming down as far as feels comfortable in your body and your hips. And we stay down this time and pulse. 7, 6. That's really burning for me already. 3, 2, 1, weight forward onto that left leg. Point the back toes out to an angle. Tap it in and back for 2. Beautiful. 3. Remember, we're going 8 here in total. 4, 5, 6. 2 more. On this last one, it stays out and we lift and lower for 2, 3. I've got a fly hanging around me. 5, 6, nearly there. Hold on, left thigh. 7, 8. Standing all the way back up, turning towards your chair. This time, feet together, ankles and knees together. We lift up for 1 for our calf raises, 8 in total. See if we can lift right up onto those toes, onto the balls of the feet. 5, pulling up through the legs. 7 and 8. Beautiful. Give the legs a little bit of a shake out. Keep the chair how it is. We're going to come into a high lunge from here. So stepping left leg back, just as far as feels comfortable. Again, your stance might be a little shorter here than usual. That's totally fine, listening to your body. Once you've found your balance, option to keep the hands down or maybe taking the arms up overhead. Take a deep breath in here. And as you exhale, back heel turns down, open the shoulders to the long edge of the mat, warrior 2. Take a deep breath in, lengthen through the fingertips. As you exhale, perhaps we can deepen the lunge. Inhale, straightening front leg, reversing. Take the right arm up to the sky. Staying for 1 more breath in, stretching right side of body. And then exhale, coming to triangle pose. So I like to take a supported triangle pose, keeping the underside of the waist long by taking the right hand down to a chair. Grounding down into that right big toe. Grounding down evenly into the back foot. And inhale, come back up to standing again, reversing, paint the sky. And as you exhale, take the hands onto the chair again. Turn the hips forward. We're going to come up to a standing balance here, so maybe adjusting where you are on the mat. Hands can be on the chair, or if you feel okay, hands can come to hips. An option to stay here for a few breaths, or option to come to your tree pose. Left foot to the inner thigh, to the shin or to the calf, hands to the heart or up to the sky. So just choosing any variation that feels good, and being here for a moment. Taking one more deep breath in. As you exhale, hands come to the heart. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, releasing the foot in the hands. As we inhale, sit to chair pose, hips down, arms rise. And exhale to stand, arms by the sides. Once more, inhale, just as low as feels good. And exhale, coming to standing to the other side. So hands can come down for support, stepping right foot back as you find your high lunge here. And taking one more deep breath in. Perhaps we deepen the lunge on the exhale. Take another gentle breath in. Back heel turns down, warrior two. Shoulders stacked over the hips. Breath in, lengthen through the fingertips. Exhale, can we deepen into that lunge? Inhale, straighten front leg, reverse. Pause here for a moment, extend through the top side. One more inhalation. And then exhale, finding Trikonasana, triangle pose, any variation. Hand can come down or to your support. Turning the heart to the side. Inhale to rise up, left arm high. And exhale, hands come back to the chair. Turning the hips forward as we find our balance. Right knee lifts. So again, maybe adjusting where you are. An option to stay with the hands on the support or on your hips, or open out into your tree pose. And again, just choosing that drishti, that point of focus, that point of balance. Checking in with the body and checking in with the breath. On your next out breath, taking the hands back to the heart center. And take a deep breath in. Exhale, release the foot, release the arms. As we inhale, sit down to chair pose, Utkatasana. Exhale, back up to standing. Just once more, inhale, flushing it all out. Exhale, coming back to standing. From here, we are going to turn our chair around now. So chair comes to face towards the top of the mat, making sure that it's nice and secure here. We're going to do a few tricep dips. But first, let's take our right ankle on top of our left thigh, flexing the toes back, maybe pressing the knee down slightly. Then can we find a little more length through the spine and open through the chest? Maybe to deepen, we can fold forward slightly. Continuing to lengthen through the crown of the head and soften into the breath. A little break here. Lifting back up tall and releasing that right foot down to the mat. Some tricep dips, so hands right in by the sides of the hips. We're just going to let the hips come forward slightly off of the edge of the chair, bending the elbows straight back and then press up and away. We're going for 8 in total. So you can do a few less, you can do a few more. I have 4 more here. Keeping that chest nice and broad open. For 2, for 1, hips sit back again, well done. And we'll take the left ankle on top of the right thigh this time, flexing back through the foot, pressing that knee down. Just taking a little stretch and a little breather. Having a drink if you need. We're going to complete one more set of those tricep dips, so 8 more, or maybe just one more, whatever you can manage today. So when you're ready, taking the feet back down, and off we go. 8, 7, making sure that you're breathing, not holding the breath. For 4, for 3, and it could just be so small, for 2, for 1. Walk the feet back, sit the hips back. Beautiful. Coming up to standing. Let's shake out those arms as we make our way towards the back of our mat now, leaving the chair where it is and slowly making your way down into Malasana, into yogi squats at the back of the mat. Taking a little sway from side to side, elbows to the inner thighs or to the insides of the knees, and then settling in center, lifting the heart to the thumbs, dropping the shoulders down and away from the ears. Starting to take the hands down onto the mat, walking out into your downward facing dog position, and then just pedaling out through the heels one at a time, nice and slow, opening the ankles and the hamstrings. So palms are spread, grounding down into the mat and forward. Hips are high. And then either holding your downward dog for a few breaths or coming with me. As we shift the shoulders forward, bend the knees, hover just off the mat, press back to downward facing dog. So we'll go for 3 more. I'm just imagining like we're hugging that baby, hugging the belly back towards the spine. 2 more. Ground through the palms to press back. Last one. And sending it back. Beautiful. Everyone taking those knees down and wide. Sit the hips back, find child's pose. A few breaths here. Maybe rocking the hips from side to side. It might be more comfortable to stack the forearms and rest the forehead on the arms here. Connecting back to body, back to intention, back to breath. One more deep breath in. And exhale, letting it go. Coming up onto all fours, stack shoulders over the wrists and the hips over the knees. Let's just take one round of cat-cow. Inhale, belly drops, heart draws forward. Exhale, round and press the mat away. Coming back to all fours, tabletop position. Finding your balance here, grounding evenly into both palms. Inhale, right leg extends back, point the toes. Exhale, bringing the knee back down to the mat. We'll come to the other side, left leg extends back, leg nice and long, and bringing the knee back down. Again, over to the right, staying nice and strong through the upper body, and back to the left, and back to all fours. This time, option to add the left arm as the right leg goes back, and then bringing it all back to center, to the other side, nice and slow. See if you can take the same amount of time with the hand and the leg to come in and out. Once more with the right leg, the left arm. Last one, left leg, right arm. Beautiful. Sit the hips back, interlace the palms. Just give your chest and your arms a little stretch out here. And then taking the hands back down onto the mat, walking them a little further forward. So we're in that plank position with the knees down. From here, we're going to tap the opposite shoulder or the opposite elbow, or maybe just take the hand off the mat. We'll go for 8. So when you're ready, 8, 7, 6, keeping those hips nice and square and still. 4, 3, 2, 1. Option to rest or come with me for 4 little tricep push-ups. Off we go for 4, for 3, for 2. Those arms are about to get a rest. For 1. Beautiful. Sitting onto your right hip. Let's find some mermaids. So right leg out in front, left leg to the side. Inhale, right arm high. Exhale, right hand down, left arm up. And again, inhale, right arm high. And just making this nice and flowy, nice and smooth. Last one, big breath in. And big breath out. Finding some rotation. So right hand stays where it is. Left arm opens wide. And then exhale, tucking that left arm under any amount. Inhale, left arm opens. And exhale, draw it under. Last one, finding that diagonal with the arms. And exhale, tucking under. And then slowly starting to come down onto that right forearm and make your way onto the right hip. Left leg extends, foot flexed. Off we go. We're going to lift and lower. Lift and lower. So top leg is long, foot is flexed. 4, we're going for 8 in total here. Top hand can be down for support. 4, 7, 4, 8. Now we're going to point the toes, turn the leg out so the thigh rotates up, start to lift and lower any amount. For 2, option to add the arm. For 3, maybe we can tap the top of the foot and then extend the arm overhead. We've got 4 more. For 3, otherwise keeping that top arm down for support. And 1. Beautiful, stacking the knees are bent, come all the way down onto your side, lifting the heels and flexing the feet. We're going to find some clams now. So top knee opens and closes. 8 in total again. 4, 3, keeping both hip bones shining forward. And 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now we hold open and just the top heel is going to lift up and then close back down. For 2. Beautiful. 3. So we're just finding that internal rotation with the top thigh. For 5. Flex the feet. 4. For 3. Nearly there. 2. Last 1. Top foot comes down in front. Extend the bottom leg. Lifting and lowering the bottom leg. For 2. 3. Working that inner thigh. 6, 7, 8. 8 more. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Let's find a little stretch. So pressing up through that hand, bringing the left ankle on top of the right thigh for a figure 4, flexing back through the toes, maybe taking a little rock from side to side. We're just going to repeat that to the other side. So when you're ready, you'll roll onto your other side. Your left leg will be forward. Your right leg will be by your side. When you're ready, inhale, take the left arm high. And exhale, left hand down, right arm over. And again, nice and slow, nice and smooth, catching the breath. Exhale. Last one, big breath in, left side of the body. And exhale. Beautiful. Next in breath, opening out to that diagonal. Exhale, tucking under, curling in. Nice and gently opening and closing. Last one. Grounding into that bottom arm, find the diagonal. Exhale. Beautiful. And then releasing the twist. Taking that left forearm down, extending right leg long now. Bottom knee bent, top hand down to support. We lift, we lower. Top leg straight, foot is flexed. 3 and 4. Beautiful. 5 and 6. And you can come down here as well if you prefer, if that feels more comfortable. For 8. Now we extend, so we rotate the thigh up and we lift and lower. Maybe adding that top arm as well. 3 and 4 and 5, working those legs. 6 and 7 and 8. Well done. Come all the way down. Knees bent, knees together, feet flexed. Open the top and lower. So the feet are slightly lifted off of the mat. 3 and 4. 5, heels pressing in as the knee lifts. And 7 and 8. Hold open, top heel just lifts for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well done. Top foot down, Bottom leg extends, lift and lowering for 1, 2, 16 in total. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8 more. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Let's find our figure 4. So right ankle on top of left thigh. Just making sure you're not laying on your back, that you're either supported by your forearms or your hands. Just finding a nice little rock, nice little stretch out through the hips. And then come all the way onto your side and press up. We're going to need our chair again. So from here, bringing your chair onto the mat, finding your way back to all fours. And just in all fours, just taking any movement here that feels good in your body at all. And slowly making your way up onto your knees. We're going to bring the elbows onto the chair and the palms together as well, taking a shoulder stretch, the forehead down onto the chair. And you can walk the feet back as far as feels comfortable as we start to melt the heart down and just open through the chest and the shoulders. So those knees might stay nice and close if that feels safer and more comfortable for you. Perhaps bringing the thumbs back towards the neck, bending the elbows. Beautiful. And then grounding back into the elbows as we lift the chest and make our way to seated. Feet come out in front, soles of the feet together, knees wide. Little rock from side to get comfortable, and then start to fold forward, maybe bringing a cheek or the forehead down to support. Especially as our bellies get bigger, it can feel difficult to access these forward folds, and a chair is a beautiful way to do that, because we can keep that spine long, but we can really work into the hips and the hamstrings still. And then slowly lifting back up again, extending the legs out to the sides, and same thing, we're going to fold forward, so any amount opening the legs, and then starting to fold forward, maybe closing the eyes and just breathe. Just really allowing yourself to sit in the stillness, to be still, to rest, to stretch. Beautiful. Slowly, when you're ready, starting to lift up. Taking the hands under the thighs, crossing the legs, just getting yourself nice and comfortable here. And we'll take Garudasana arms, so bringing the right arm underneath the left, finding the bind, finding that stretch through the backs of the shoulders. Alternatively, left arm can just be across the body, drawing the shoulders down. Just breathing into the back of the heart space here. And taking one more deep breath in, maybe lifting the elbows and the fingertips a little. And exhale, releasing the arms, taking the hands down, just finding a little rock and movement through the shoulders, a release of the neck. Just anything that feels good for you here at all. You know your body best. And when you're ready, coming to the other side, left arm underneath, right arm on top. Or perhaps the right arm just folds across the front of the chest. Taking one more breath in. And exhale, releasing the grip. Interlace palms behind the back as we roll the shoulders out and open. Broadening the chest. Maybe hands come down behind and we roll the shoulders back. Taking one more deep and full breath in. And then exhale, restacking the spine, one hand to the heart, one hand to the belly. A deep breath in through the nose here. And then sigh and release the breath out. Just allowing the breath to return back to its normal, natural, gentle rhythm now. In the posture, just to feel comfortable and at ease. Just taking a few moments before we head back out into our days, just to one last time tune into the body and tune into the breath. Feeling the heart beating and feeling the energy flowing. Taking a moment to send gratitude for your body and all that it's done for you within this half hour together and every moment leading up to this day. May we all be happy, may we all be healthy and enjoy our lives with ease. And thank you so much for being here. Stay safe, stay happy, stay healthy, and I'll see you again soon.